Now that summer has officially started and Milky Way season is in full swing, let's talk about what we can see in our telescopes and capture with our cameras. Observing Mars and Saturn in the pre-dawn sky. Just before and during early dawn, Mars and Saturn are visible and make for excellent viewing. Saturn is the highest and easiest to spot in the southeast sky. It has a magnitude of 1.1 and is situated in the dim constellation of Aquarius. To help locate it, find the Great Square of Pegasus, which is about 2 fists held at arm's length to the upper left of Saturn. Additionally, the star Fomalhaut can be seen sparkling 2 fists to Saturn's lower right. Mars can be found far lower left of Saturn, around 4 or 5 fists at arm's length. It appears almost due east with a magnitude of 1.9. About a fist above Mars, you'll find Alpha Arietis, Hamel, which has a magnitude of 2.0. Jupiter is also coming into view, located almost 3 fists lower left of Mars. It shines at a brilliant magnitude of -2.0, visible through the horizon murk as dawn approaches. Mercury, Venus, and Uranus are currently hidden in the sun's glare. For the more adventurous stargazers, Neptune can be found at magnitude 8 in the constellation Pisces. It's about 10 degrees lower left of Saturn just before dawn. Viewing Neptune requires large binoculars or a telescope, a detailed finder chart to identify its location among similarly faint stars, and some skill in using sky charts with your binoculars or telescope. How to find the summer triangle. In June or July, as the sky darkens, look towards the east for a bright blue-white star. This is Vega, part of the constellation Lyra. Vega is at the top of the summer triangle and is the brightest of its 3 stars, visible even in cities with lots of light pollution. Next, look to the lower right of Vega to find the second brightest star in the triangle, Altair. Altair is the brightest star in the constellation Aquila, the Eagle. To estimate the distance between Vega and Altair, stretch out your thumb and pinky finger in a hand 10 or hang loose, also known as a Shaka hand gesture. It will just about fill the gap. Then look to the lower left of Vega to spot Deneb, another bright star. Deneb is the brightest star in the constellation Cygnus, the Swan, and the 3rd brightest in the summer triangle. The distance from Vega to Deneb can be roughly measured by holding your outstretched hand at arm's length. The summer triangle is large, but you'll recognize it once you see it. These 3 bright stars, Vega, Deneb, and Altair, will soon become your favorite markers of summer nights. Crescent Nebula, NGC 6888. Commonly known as the Crescent Nebula, the NGC-designated object resembles a prehistoric dinosaur egg. This emission nebula, located in the constellation Cygnus, the Swan. It is a shell of gas energized by the powerful stellar wind from the Wolf-Rayet star BR 136, the bright star at its center. It lies in a dense field of the Milky Way and is one of several notable deep sky objects in the area of the Northern Cross. Neighboring objects are North American Nebula, the Pelican Nebula, and the Veil Nebula, best seen with a telescope of at least 8 inches aperture like a Starfield 8 inches Dobsonian and requires exceptionally dark skies and a UHC or O3 filter. In smaller telescopes, it looks like a nebulous patch. When you're imaging the Crescent Nebula, try to also capture the Soap Nebula, a faint bubble-shaped object that is located behind the crescent. Best captured with a hydrogen alpha filter. IC 1396, the Elephant's Trunk. The Elephant's Trunk Nebula is a dense region of dust and gas located within the larger star-forming region IC 1396 in the constellation Cepheus. Known as IC 1396A, this elongated globule was named the Elephant's Trunk because it resembles an elephant's head and trunk at visible wavelengths, appearing as a dark patch with a bright winding rim. It is situated approximately 2,400 light-years from Earth. Neighboring objects. The Bubble Nebula, NGC 7538, and the Wizard Nebula, Sharpless 142. All of these objects make excellent wide-field images, or zoomed in with a higher focal length telescope to pick up the detailed structure that make up these uniquely shaped bodies. Do you have a favorite object or image? Send it to us, or tag us on your social media posts. Use #OntarioDeepSky. Clear skies.